brutal.
We're gonna be underwater for weeks.
I'm already so pruny.
This is fit.
Welcome to the show, and welcome to Thanks God It's Friday. Friday feels good. Friday feels good. So, why does Friday feel good? Because it's the weekend, and we deserve it. And we deserve it. Skittles Day. All right, welcome to the show, and happy TGIF. Thanks God it's Friday. My son, who is just getting out of daycare and is super pumped and excited to join kindergarten in September, he has always asked me, already, is it a weekend? Dada, is it the weekend? And today I can finally say, yes, it is the weekend now. And the smile on his face is like, oh my God, yeah, no daycare tomorrow. I know it's the right attitude, but you know what? He's probably bored at daycare. He wants to learn. That's why he's so pumped for kindergarten. So kindergarten is his excitement, his sense for life to go to kindergarten. He wants to really do that. Good for him. So he's taking it easy for the weekend. So do we. Today we take it easy. We raced every day in this week. So every day a race. Friday we have to call it a rest day. Or it's called active recovery. As on one end our Swift app says we overreaching now since yesterday because we clocked in 62 or 63 kilometers every single day this week, which is not massive in general, but combining that with the races at the beginning and zone 2 rides after that, I feel it now, so it's good. I want to lock in these gains, and I'm come here for an hour to maybe finish this course, get the badge, and in and out an hour, and call it a day. So we have done our chore, and the way it goes. I hope you guys had a good week and you're celebrating this Friday afternoon with me, and I'm with you to prepare yourself for tomorrow. because you want to be a better version of yourself you were yesterday. So yeah, yesterday we raced, and actually we placed second in the New York race, which is phenomenal for me. I couldn't really touch the first person there. He was out of the reach. He had like 100 watts more per FTP on a flattish course. He was just pulling away on the flats. Too much. So yeah, this course here is uh, 3 Musketeer. I think it's 200 elevation or something, which is right up my alley. But what's more up my alley is the wattage for today. Straight 160 watts for 1 hour. Nothing more, nothing less. We are right now creeping around at zone 1 and entering zone 2 probably hopefully soon here. But we don't have to go high in zone 2. It's more about, like, you know, moving the legs. And that's all for today. So might be boring for others, interesting for others. Because yeah, I talk a lot on these rides, and there's more time for chat in the actual chat. So shoot me at any questions you wanna, which I should address, or you need answers to. Happy to elaborate that. First thing first, NHL hockey. The Edmonton Oilers against the Panthers are 2-2 in the series. So it's all open again, which was a phenomenal win yesterday. At one point I thought the Oilers had it there, but in hockey, 16 seconds to play and you still can win the game. So they tied it. We went into overtime, and luckily Edmonton put a goal in and finished that game and tied the series 2-2. Otherwise, if it's 3-1, it's kind of like, wow, every game is now a Stanley Cup final game. So having said that, with a 2-2 now, everything is now leveled. And we're going back to Edmonton, Canada, to proceed with what we have started, to have a Canadian team winning Stanley Cup. I know we're cheering here for the Canucks in Vancouver, but you know what? If it's the Stanley Cup Finals and there's a Canadian team in it and the other one is the US, obviously you pick and choose your favorites, and it's Canada first, no matter what. So yeah. Listen to that. That was Sylvester Stallone. Probably in one of the Rocky movies or like that movie where he's a coach. It's all about motivation. Staying motivated. Don't lose the goal you have out of sight. Yes, it's a day off. And I might take it easy. But these minutes here on the trainer aren't meant to be easy. It's meant to be active recovery. So 160 watts are maybe easy for me in zone 1. That might be a challenge for somebody else entirely. So everybody is on their own terms, challenged in some ways. Thanks, James, for the ride on. James Balach, teammate from Coalition Zion. Yeah, moving forward. I have not seen anybody moving backwards in Swift. So we all moving forward. So stay true to yourself. Keep pushing. Keep punching. And the direction is clear. We're going this way. So do you. Forward. Be the better version of you tomorrow than you were yesterday or today.
He commands demons and vanquishes evil.
My days, my wife took a day off. Lovely to do so from her, and took me on a hike in the forest around the lake. Connecting with nature is important. I see that, and I want to give her a shout out for that, getting me out there. I know I'm very immersed in the virtual world here with nature too, but nothing better than the real deal. So if you have a chance, get out there and cycle out there too. We talked about like RPMs, like how often you how often you turn the pedals around a minute, and there are like obviously different approaches. There's the long grinding one, but for cavalry rides, just give you a hint. Try to give yourself a rhythm which you would do for like an easy jog, so it doesn't feel like a sprint or like that you have to push hard. It should feel like that you just turn the pedal if you would jerk up to your running route, do your laps, and come back. So yeah, this one no big feelings here, as the percentage will not matter, the resistance will not matter. Ergo mode keeps you in place. So make sure you take these valuable zone 2 rides not for granted. They need to happen. They need to exist in your training schedule to lock in these gains and to establish the foundation which makes you quicker at the end in any races. Lots of commercials today here. Best of Electronics 2018. You're gonna get that today. And I think at this point we have entered zone 2. Not for Apple. Apple is still zone 1, but I would consider zone 2 for me. 115 is zone 2 for me. So all good. Lambert says hi. Howdy. Howdy. Looks like another workout guy. Two Canadians right here. Good shot. Thanks for joining me here. Keeping it easy at the easy hour. Lights out. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be lights out this weekend in Montreal for the Canadian Formula One Grand Prix. So I hope you're gonna tune in and see the rumors if Bottas is joining Red Bull. Verstappen maybe gets a penalty for taking off our lovely Mercedes driver, the gentleman, Russell, George Russell. Good. Here we have Michael Michaud, French Canadian. He has FTP of 302. Good for you, buddy. Looks like you're doing some kind of interval training there. I like it. Man, a lot of people out here with a good FTP. 305 Stojkovic, 302 Modoc, 288 George. Jill, thank you for the ride on, Jill. Appreciate it. Hey Holly, how you doing? Good luck for what? I'm just doing a zone 2 ride. If I need luck for that one, I would be very down. But you know what? Good luck for the weekend. Why not? Good luck for anybody. Wish you good luck too. I saw Holly was messing around a little bit on the Tempest Stewart with the dinosaur, trying to find if there's a dinosaur raw coming out of the dinosaur of the Brachiosaurus. It's a way to finish the ride, find new things. And now when I pass by, my son always like, Brachiosaurus, that's Brachiosaurus. Yeah. And then I had to like go through, I think it's the coast to coast road, where you go over the Titans, and when you come down, there's that running T-Rex, and then more Brachiosaurus, and like that water feature in the middle where you cycle around. He loses his mind. He's 5. Yeah. Dinosaurs are his world. So, yeah, Swift is very creative when it comes to that. Implementing dinosaurs. I mean, there are so many other worlds we can talk about. Maybe having New York a little built out and like riding through Times Square around City of Liberty and Wall Street, and there will be something. Brooklyn Bridge. I don't know why they haven't done it yet, but there will be something. I know we have the the dolphin route or whatever it's called. It's fine, I can live with that. But I thought, you know, there's always more you can do. But I guess Swift is working on other features. like the recent one which come up is that I think lap hub, where you can stop your lap times and your segment times, which is useful, especially when you're doing like crit laps or some kind of segments you want to improve. I don't care if I did the Uber pretzel in like 5 seconds faster than the last time. Not that I do it a lot, but I actually haven't done zero. I think it's one of the badges that's still missing. The Uber pretzel. Oh yeah. All good. So yeah, it's Friday and we are keeping it very chill today. And these days need to happen. You can have them silent, tucked away in your little pain cave, or you broadcast and do a little bit of smack talk if you like. So whatever floats your boat. But do them. Do the zone 2 rides. Cannot stress it enough. And again, I did a little bit of education on that. Zone 2 rides, if you're a beginner, start with 30 to 45 minutes just riding at zone 2, and which is the zone you still can speak like me right now without like huffing and puffing. That's when you find out you're in zone 3 and up. So you can still have a normal conversation riding with the buddy next to you. Good for you, Holly. Live coaching sessions, yeah, that was something I would love to get into. But coming back to the zone 2 rides, beginners 30 to 45 minutes, zone 2 as I explained, when you still can talk. Intermediates, you can go a little bit higher, let's say 60 to 90 minutes. Just make sure you stay consistent. And then for advanced riders, I would say between like 2 hours to 4 hours, depends how advanced you are. So 90 to 2 hour rides, zone 2 in a week. If you have a family life, it's going to be already a challenge, so try to make that happen first. Yeah, you are whoosh. Holly, you are a whoosh rider, I know. We talked about it briefly. I know there are different platforms like Swift out there. Whoosh is one of them. You actually can use all your Swift achievements, as far as I know, and log in or register in Whoosh, and they will credit you everything. So you get a lot of stuff there, like right away gifted, without losing any work you have done on Swift. So check it out if you want. I just feel, that's my personal humble opinion, I like Swift a little bit better, as I have more stats, and I think the gameplay is a little bit more intuitive. Yeah, it looks a little bit like more gamey than Whoosh. Whoosh is more realistic, but yeah. Swift. I would prefer Swift. Sorry about that, Ollie. I know you're bashing me probably, huh? No, but I'm always open to new platforms, even though, you know, when you like something, why should change to winning team, you know? Oh, good. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Thanks, Marla, for the right on. Appreciate it. I think every platform has an advantage, and I feel Whoosh maybe has a little bit tick up on the graphics, even though it still feels like the avatar is just placed onto a better background or environment, but still like placed in there. In Swift, it seems more, the blend is better. Yeah, I saw it on Tuesday. You did a Swift Showdown race, and I think that's when I jumped in and you're into your stream, and I feel on the cooldown you stopped at the dinosaur. So that's where the dinosaur idea comes from. Yeah, I mean Swift is great for racing. I really enjoy it. Probably one of the parts why I'm on this platform. Wow, you really killed it. Good job. 35 to 12. You really caught up some people. I know it feels good, you know, when you have more in the tank and all of a sudden you're just wheeling people in. That's fun. Oh, and then you kind of like winning money, but winning money is on Whoosh or where you win money. Whoosh, okay. And Holly, what is Whoosh doing different than Swift in regards to verification and that stuff? I know it's a bigger conversation, as we all noticed cheaters in Swift, but as soon as it comes to money and people handing out checks, things get a little bit iffy there. Sunday Race Cup, this is where you win money? Okay. And how about when is your weigh-in for that? Do you have your weigh-in? Like an hour before, a day before, like how long in advance? Or how do you verify that with the video? Now it's about like how much in advance for each race or before the series starts. You have to weigh in, otherwise if I'm gonna weigh in and start completely dehydrated and go into a sauna and lose a ton of sweat, weigh myself, and then 2 hours later I have fueled up again and actually are on my proper weight. That would be weight doping in that sense, huh? Okay. Yeah, I know. I only heard about that sauna stuff, so don't worry about it. I would only cheat myself. So I know I have a weight at Swift, and to be quite frank, I might be off like under or up like 2 or 3 pounds, depends on the meal I ate or like water content I had. And I'm not racing for money. I just want to be true to myself as well, true to the competitors I race against with, and that's it. But if I have like a 20-pound or 10-kilo difference, different story, you know? That will affect my racing style. So you race first and then weigh in. Interesting. Because like during the race you're losing a lot of like fluid too, huh? Depends if it's 2-hour race. Okay, All right. You have to raise and then basically confirm your weight, which you have ended with probably, huh? So race first, weigh in, and hopefully that weight is close to the weight you put forward while racing. I hope so that's the case. All right. You know what I always say, because it's Swift don't really has a big competition. I mean, there are probably other like platforms out there, like from tracks. I feel like they have a similar virtual thing. Whoosh is a competitor for Swift, probably one of the closest one. So competition is good. So showing Swift what's up and a different way gives everybody a chance to check themselves and do things better next time around. Yeah, Swift is 1 hour before the race, I know. So where do I got that sauna story from? Is apparently there were these like championships in Abu Dhabi or somewhere in the Middle East, and 2 hours before the weigh-in, all the athletes were apparently found, most of them, found in the sauna. So they probably dehydrated themselves, sorted everything out, went to the weigh-in, probably weighed in another 2 kilos lighter, and then went back up to the hotel room, drank a ton of water, tried to neutralize that, and then go down and race on your new falsely weight. So I know I'm like putting things out here, but that's what I have heard. I mean, that's actually good with Swift, that you actually are close to the pros or close to the esport athletes, because yeah, they're training on the same routes you do. They have the same chat window. So yeah, I don't want to like put my sources forward. I don't want to put anybody in hot water. But what I have heard from my sources that was the case. Apparently, I cannot confirm or deny it because I only believe what I see. But in terms of weight doping, I could see that it's possible. Fair enough. You know, like elite racers, esports racers, they must be our friends to a certain degree, because we all love the same thing. We love to race, we love cycling, we love competitiveness, and we love to be out there. We love to immerse ourselves. So I'm a contact, because we all have the same passion. But it's not like soccer stars. I mean, I worked in the soccer industry too, or football industry. It's very hard for fans to get in contact with Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi, with the biggest like names in sport. With esports, it's doable. You can have a chat. So you have like some social rights, there are some interactions. I feel you're so much closer to the pros. That's what I love in this sport. And to another point, esports, in terms of payout, there's no like man get like 100 grand and like the woman get like 75 for first place. Not that these numbers are real, but what I'm saying is they're all getting paid the same, equal, for first place, second, third, and so on, which are like two. So equal playing field between both genders. It's great. The racing is great. The coverage, yeah, it's hard to do, but it's better than Tour de France, where you most of the time has a helicopter perspective. Here you can swap from rider to rider and catch the action when it happens. So I like it a little bit better than TV sometimes. So it's a sport you can even watch. And my wife always gives me the windshield wiper, like while you're looking on your phone, watching these guys race on Swift. Because I can put on the TV and watch Poggi and Vandergaard and everybody race at Tour de France. But it's basically the same stuff. They are always the elite. But Swift racing, I do the same thing. I can test myself on the same course. It's so much closer to the pros, so that's why I like it so much. Thompson, thank you so much. Coalition team rocks. Great support. If you out there have not joined a team, or looking for a team, or wondering what this team aspect is all about, feel free, reach out to Coalition. We have such a great community, and I know there are tons of other teams out there, like Dirt is a team, like Next is a team, Harley is probably racing in a team too, so I'm racing for Coalition now for I think 2 or 3 years. Love it. You can do different races, have different teams, you can race inside the Coalition team. It's just great. The camaraderie, the team aspect. What I'm doing here right now, yeah, it's time trial, just getting the zone 2 rides in, but there's more than that, way more than that. There's a whole Discord server with real life events, with other topics. You can find help, nutrition, workouts. If you have any mental problems that could be changed too, like there are people there for you. Reach out, Coalition is great. So are probably other teams which have a similar support system behind them. So go out and cycle, have fun. And I think I said in one of my last Swift rides, Swift is to have fun, nothing else. I know Holly mentioned elite racing. Yes, there's a different level, but with that different level comes a whole different ball game. So right now the tagline is, for 99% of the people out there, Swift is fun, nothing else. And that's what it should be. That's what it comes down to. And the side effect of fitness improvement, hopefully, and finding new people, community aspects, educating about like material, nutrition. There's so much more, but fundamentally it's just fun and nothing else. So the racing aspect is with an asterisk, as this can be interpreted differently, as it is hard and it comes with different rule sets. Holly in the chat, she is a former elite racer. She has done the drills, what it takes to be an elite racer, and that's not easy, I tell you that, because as an elite racer you might think you're an elite on Swift, but on and off the street or on and off the screen you have to be elite too. There's no Friday or Saturday morning Bellini session with friends and eating bagels until you roll over, you know. That's not Harley back in the day. That's not elite. So you want to pay close attention to your diet, to your fitness, your work schedule. There's so much more. So much more. Me, Joe Average here off the road, I just gonna go and have a shower beer later. It's Friday night. What are you gonna do? Might as well enjoy myself. I did the racing over the week. Friday was just the zone 2 ride to get it in here, shake out the legs, and that shower beer is well deserved. So be proud about the achievements you do in your journey to become a better swifter, cyclist, or just improve your fitness. $11 more K for today. 3 Musketeers are done and dusted. To be quite frank, I actually did that route. I don't know why they didn't punch the badge for that, but I mean, it's a nice route. I love it. Slightly too long for ladder races, but if your other team is up to it, it's a great course for ladder races. Never gets bored. No repeating hills. It's more about the length and choosing your moments with the team. Communication is key there too. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the club ladder races, maybe YouTube very quickly or check out one of my streams which says club ladder race and see how we race 5 against 5 against other teams. It's a good effort, I tell you that. Love it. I love it. Even though losing is part of the game. And I tell you what, to really cherish your wins, you need to know what it feels to come second, third, and even like drop out and finish 10th place in these club races. What's important is never give up, because you're racing 5 against 5. You don't need to be first, or your teammates don't need to be first. If your team places second, third, fourth, and fifth, you win the race, because the whole point of these placings accumulate one big number, and if that number is greater than the other team's number, you got the win, baby. So I love it. Great racing style. I did a hike with my wife before that, and I'm stiff like a bison in the shoulders. Oh, need to loosen up a little. Yeah, if you want to like ask me any questions, go into the chat. That's all you did. Shoot at me with questions or facts or something you want to have an argument about. I'm just kidding. Let's just chat. Very open-minded. Just be kind in the chat. Just be kind. And lovely. Kind and lovely. So what else is going on outside in the world? Yeah, I know. Big war starting there. Israel and Iran just knocking the lights off. Lights out. Just a sad story. Stock market is reacting on that now. Investments, oil prices. And here, I mean, live in Canada, down to the south, the Orange Man is coming up with some Nah, not so nice comments. Trying to make a deal. Yeah, the deal. It's peace, man. It's peace. No deal, no money needs to flow. Peace needs to happen. So, it is what it is. Unfortunately now. Hearts go out to the people who live there. We have a big Iranian community in Canada where I live. So I feel for both countries because most likely your people, your family, just choose that place to live their lives. And now they're in the crossfire of both countries. That's just sad. So yeah. Okay, I have 20 more minutes until my wife says, Chris, we meet at 2:30 in the car to go shopping to Costco. So I better make that 8.5K. And the shower beer, it's probably more going to be a shooter. Or maybe not a beer today. I'm actually not a big drinker. I just try to stay away from alcohol and try to be very healthy in a way of like eating different foods, more fermented stuff. I just want to cut out more processed food and see what it does to me in the month of June. So no bread, no sauces, still meat, lots of vegetables. So, and I'm in week 2, and I do that actually with a fasting system, double fast. Starts on Sunday evening, 24 hours, no food, 24-hour fast coming in there, then having one meal in the evening of Monday, having breakfast and eating normal on Tuesday, and starting a 16-hour fast until Sunday comes around. So I'm hoping to clear out my system, renew my gut in certain ways, and I know it works, like fasting in a way, because I've done it in the past, like three-day fast. It really like straightens out your gut. So there's some side effects. My skin got better as well, and so on. So yeah, lots of benefits. But if you're not familiar with it, just ease into it. So as I feel, your training needs to reflect your diet too. You can train as hard as you want. If you still go after the race or after the training and eat 5 pounds of pasta with triple cheese, you still won't cut it. So have that in check too. And then next to diet, next to training, sleep. Pay attention to it. Try to be as selfish as possible to get you 8 hours of sleep if you can. It will do wonders. That's the time where you're actually building muscle. Not on the right now, not later in the afternoon at Costco. You're doing it while you sleep or sitting on the couch and relax. Epka, thank you so much. What a ride on. Coalition team member. Again, can count on them. Phenomenal, these guys. Four more minutes to go. 6.5 kilometers to right, not even possible. So we will not finish that route in the workout, but we will keep going to get the batch hopefully, and then do a shower to be on time for the Costco ride. So maybe get that rotisserie chicken with a plastic around it, huh? For all the haters. Shortcut. Sometimes steering makes Swift so much more fun. I feel this is more intuitive than at whoosh, Holly. Just nagging a little bit on whoosh, but again, I have not really tried whoosh, so it's unfair. But I think the steering is just like straight and the avatar moves like left and right. So at the end, they're just moving the background, not your avatar. Let's see. Everybody gets right on here. Murdoch, actually, I think you have a crazy FTP. 302, yeah. You came by, Andrew, with a reason. Man, SL24 106 from Career timed it well with this workout. He gets a train today. You welcome. Oh, you enter train. Well, workout is done. Workout is done. Four more K to go. Let's get that batch and head home. get the power down here. Under 60% of IFT points or percentage. $135, man. My pulse jumped up. So that's the end of zone 2 normally for me here on Swift. Apple says I still have a little bit more to give in zone 2 before I enter zone 3, but I will not cross that, so I will take it easy from now on. Because I don't want to penetrate that part of my nervous system. So, easy Friday, easy hour. Yeah, what do we call that? Zone 2, 3 Musketeer, free ride. You did it. And 2.9K. That was smooth. Smooth right on. Gonna be the quickest show ever. I can do it. I can do it. Howdy guys, howdy. I can see the finish button. So at this point I say thank you so much for tuning in or watching it back. I hope you find some information useful. You learned today from an easy ride. Again, lots of talking, less racing, but that's the foundation of racing and getting faster. So again, do your zone 2 rides. 60 or 70% of your effort throughout the week, month should be zone 2. Don't neglect that. Not even close can I get to that. Yeah. Hopefully we get the badge now. Come on. Here we go. The moment of truth. One up 5 health, the route chasers. That's what I'm looking for. Route complete. Alright. See you at the next one, guys. Stay healthy. Enjoy the weekend. And if you have a beverage of your choice, why not today or tomorrow on the weekend? Enjoy.